Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for another Rush. As always, I am Nathan Scott signing us in here. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Enable the bell for all notifications. Check out becoming a member of the channel today to help support us here at the Coalition Network. You'll get some loyalty badges and custom emojis to use in our chat and live streams. And of course, check us out on Patreon where you too can become a member here of the Performance Center on Rush. And speaking of Rush, let's check out the action for tonight as we have Xavier Hawkins taking on Brian McLeod in the return of the old school TXW vet who is going to walk out victorious. Also, we've got Trial by Flight's Ray Orion taking on Catch-22's Rick Turner, both without a win so far. Who is going to walk out with their first win of the Performance Center here tonight on Rush? And of course, the main event, the Starlight Sweet 16 tournament continues as we enter round 2. Who's moving on? Will it be Orlando Silver of the left-hand path or the Icon King Twan Montana of Catch-22? We're going to find out tonight in the main event. But let me pass it on back to D-Wall for tonight's action.
Thank you, Nathan. Welcome to Rush, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to have another opportunity to call the action here tonight, and we are not wasting any time. We're going to get kicked off right now with some singles action. Let's get down to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your opening contest set for Regulation 1 Ball. Introducing first, representing Catch-22, Xavier Hawkins.
Xavier Hawkins returning here to Rush. He debuted on episode 14 with a victory. You know he wants to go into this episode tonight with another victory under his belt. But he's going up against a man who has a very big chip on his shoulder. And not to say that that's a bad thing, because you got to have a chip on your shoulder if you're going to be in this business. But for a guy, the guy that he's facing tonight, it means so much more to him, especially if you saw the last episode of Rush and you heard what he had to say, which I'll get into in just a little bit. But that is the guy Xavier Hawkins is going into the ring with tonight. And he has a very, very big mountain to climb if he's going to get another victory here, especially when he's up against a legend in this community. You hear the music, and there he is.
And his opponent, representing the left-hand path, Brian McLeod.
Brian McLeod shocked everyone when he returned to SWW on the last episode of Rush, and he said basically he wants to start from the bottom. He doesn't want to try and go back and get another title opportunity or be back in the main event picture. He wants to prove that he belongs there. He wants to prove that he can hang with the best of the best, and he feels like the best way to do that is to be here on Rush with the young guys, with the guys that are trying to come up alongside him, the guys that are trying to move up to Adrenaline, to be the next big thing on SWW programming. And McLeod, I respect that. I respect the fact that Brian wants to start at the bottom, feels like he had his opportunity. He's had his opportunity at the world titles. He's a TXW legend. He's done just about all there is to do here in Coalition, but now he feels like it's time for him to prove that he still has it, to prove he still has what it takes. And he feels like the best way to do that isn't to start at the top where he was, but to be back at the bottom, to know what that feels like, to be at the bottom and work your way up. And I feel like tonight he's got that opportunity. He's got that chance. But Xavier Hawkins, he does not want to be a stepping stone. He doesn't want to be a stepping stone in his journey towards the top again. As you see Xavier, now this is not something you need to be doing against Brian McLeod. He's a legend. He's a veteran. He knows exactly what he has to do in that ring. Xavier Hawkins has got to be quick. He's got to hit him with something that McLeod won't expect. But that's going to be hard to do against a guy like him who's seen it all, done it all, been in the ring with some of the best. Hawkins getting the elbow into the midsection. Now the one advantage I will say for Xavier Hawkins is He's younger, he's quicker, and he's a lot newer to Brian McLeod, someone that Brian has never fought before. But I think that's why he wants to be here on Rush. Cover now off that double foot stomp, only a 1 count. I think that's why McLeod wants to be here as well, because he's got a fresh batch of opponents that he can be in the ring with. He's got a fresh new crop of talent that he can test himself against. As you see that scoop power slam into a cover, only a 1 count there. McLeod understands this assignment, if you will. He knows what he has to do, not just to win, but to send a message to everyone saying, I'm back, I'm here to make a statement. But Hawkins with the knees up, taking McLeod down. Oh, but now McLeod coming back, taking him down. Off the ropes now, went for a big clothesline, and Hawkins able to duck underneath. That's that speed I talked about. Now look at this, lifting him up and slamming him down into the cover. 2, no. McLeod has the power advantage. He was able to fight his way out of that superior leg strength coming into play. And now look, see the power advantage right there, sending Hawkins all the way out to the floor. And McLeod now looking for something, but again, Hawkins trying to mount a comeback, but he gets a headbutt for his efforts. And once again, Brian McLeod in the dominant position with a forearm that sends Hawkins all the way down to the mat. And this is McLeod's style right here. He's going to slow the pace down. He's going to make sure Hawkins thinks about it, and he's going to think about this for a while. Big scoop slam on the concrete floor. Away from those mats that don't allow a lot of padding to begin with. And it looks like Hawkins is not done yet. He's going to give him another one. And his legs hit the apron as well. That's not going to do him any favors. And now McLeod sending Hawkins back inside the ring. Doing just enough damage on the outside so he can take advantage on the inside. Look at this. Deadlift. Big slam there. Into the cover. He feels like he could win off that, and he just might. 1, 2, and no. Hawkins still in this matchup. Like I said, he doesn't want to be a stepping stone on McLeod's journey back to the top. Hawkins wants to make a statement, and what a statement it would be if he can defeat a TXW legend like Brian McLeod here tonight. Rolling Thunder by Hawkins there. As now off the ropes, look at springboard moonsault. Very nice. Nice height, nice elevation. Darnell trying to get down there, check the shoulders. 2 count, no. And that few seconds might have cost Xavier Hawkins, but I like what he's doing here. He's going right back to work on McLeod with this modified camel clutch, trying to slow him down, trying to wear him out. He's been working on the core for a good portion of this match, as long as he's had momentum for it anyway. He's tried to weaken him by working on the midsection, but McLeod just using that power advantage again. And now look at this, full Nelson into the slam, and now right into the rings of Saturn. That was a very nice transition there. And he's cranking back on the arms, cranking back on the neck of Xavier Hawkins, and he's got him right in the center of the ring. And with that power advantage, it's hard to get out of it, but look at this, a couple of shots to the side of the head was able to do it. Very nice by Hawkins. And now Hawkins with a super kick. And now what's he going for here? Twisting, shooting star press. Very nicely done. 2 count and only 2. 2.5, I would say, to be more specific about it. But Hawkins, you see, he's not wasting time. I think earlier in the match, he tried to play it up, tried to ham it up a little bit. But now I think he's realizing how serious this match is. And he's taking it to Brian McLeod now. Look at this. Big missile drop kick. And now into the cover. Hooking the leg. 1, 2, and no. 2.5 once again. But this time you see McLeod rolling to the outside, trying to get a little bit of breathing room here. But Hawkins, you know he's not going to let that happen. Hawkins now off the ropes, and look at this. Look at the fly, and he gets it. He gets all of that tope over the top rope, and Xavier Hawkins is in control of this match now. He might be a part of Catch 22, but he can fly like Trial by Flight any day of the week. But nonetheless, he is taking it to Brian McLeod right now, and I honestly think this was the smartest thing he could do, is continue to work on him. There's a splash, twisting in midair, adjusting to get a big splash there. 1, 2, and again, McLeod able to get the shoulder up, but you can see the damage is being done right now. And Hawkins, oh wait, ducked underneath that. Now McLeod coming back with these heavy ham hock-like shots, keeping Hawkins on his toes and now slamming him down and into the senton. Very nice. And now look at this. There's the splash he was looking for earlier, using all that weight and pressing it down, but only gets 2. Very, very big match here to start off Rush. As now McLeod off the ropes, going for another clothesline, but Hawkins able to duck underneath. Hawkins running in and gets a nice neck breaker. And now Hawkins, look at this. More offense there with a moonsault. Cover. 2. Only 2. And you've got to wonder if that damage to the midsection is finally starting to pay off for Xavier Hawkins now. He's done it a number of times in this match already, but can he seal the deal? Can he close it out now? It's looking like he's going to. He's got him up on the top rope, but can he? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hawkins now. He's got him up on his shoulders, but McLeod able to counter it. He's got him and into a big power bomb. And I mean, he just trucked him with that. 1, 2. That's got to be it. No, it is not. Brian McLeod still with a little bit of work to do to put Xavier Hawkins away, but he's got all the necessary tools to get it done. You see him cut right under the right eye there, but it's not affecting him. I'm sure this isn't the first time that he's tasted his own blood. That's for damn sure, as he's got him up. Big power slam. And Hawkins is on the ropes literally and figuratively now, as Club Rush is rocking for this first match, and I can't blame him. This has been a hell of an opening start here between these two. Brian McLeod looking for a bit of a redemption, and Xavier Hawkins looking for a victory in his own right. Big power slam by McLeod. And McLeod now trying to position Hawkins for something here. He's got him up on the second rope, and now big splash. And he came down with all of his weight. That might have sucked the air out of Hawkins, but he only gets a 2.5. At the least, a 2.5. Nonetheless, now Brian McLeod's going up top. This is not something that I expected. And he gets him with a shoulder tackle. He might have run through him with that shoulder tackle. 2 count, and again Hawkins kicks out. And McLeod can't believe it. I'm thinking Hawkins is still trying to find the number, or that license plate number of the truck that just hit him, because he got trucked. And now he's going to get trucked again. Another big slam by McLeod. And Hawkins doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what hit him. And he's not going to know what hit him after this either. Taking him up, slamming him down. McLeod with a statement victory here tonight on Rush.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest as a result of pinfall, Brian McLeod.
And if Brian McLeod wants to work his way back up, I think this was a statement made right here tonight. What a win.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning into another episode of SWW. We just want to take a quick second to talk to you guys about our Patreon. As we continue to try to take the show and the channel more full-time and produce even more content on a more regular basis, we need your help. Thus, a couple of months ago, we launched our Patreon, offering all kinds of cool rewards and perks, even at the standard tier, with a low cost of just $5 a month. With that, you're going to be supporting the channel directly. You'll get sneak peeks at upcoming episodes, exclusive Discord perks and access, your name in the credits of every episode in Live Spectacular, and a CAW resource pack included with face textures, logos, tattoos, and more to help improve your CAW. Now, our breakout tier is going to get you more perks as well as the previously listed ones like 20% off merch at swwshop.com, early access to some Adrenaline and Blitz episodes before they're on YouTube, and of course, access to the brand new SWW Performance Center, which is going to be getting you on the show, on the channel here on Rush. For all information and everything regarding not only just the Performance Center, but all of our other rewards and perks, head on over to our Patreon and check it out, and consider helping further the expansion of SWW even further, because without you guys, none of this is possible. So thank you all for tuning in once again. Without further ado, let's get back to the action.
Welcome back to Rush. Great opening contest we just had, but we are getting into some more action here right now between two men who definitely need a win.
The following contest is set for Regulation 1 Fall. Introducing first, representing Trial by Flight,
RaZe Orion making his way out to the ring. His last match, I believe, was on episode 12. He lost to Orlando Silver, who, by the way, is in our main event tonight. So like I said, both of these men that are going to be fighting each other here tonight are in need of a victory. RaZe Orion needs a win, and his opponent needs a win. Both of these men have something to prove, and when you got two men in the ring together that have something to prove, it not only makes for an intriguing matchup, but it makes for a very, very competitive matchup, because you don't know what the other guy's going to do to get that same victory that the other guy's looking for.
And his opponent, representing Catch-22, Rick Turner.
Now, I've done my research, and Rick Turner's last match was a loss at Super Rush 2 to, excuse me if I get his name right, get his name pronunciation wrong, because if I do, I might get very, very hurt. Malkavian Lestat. Excuse me if I get the name wrong. I don't want to die, because that guy is a scary, scary individual. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Both of these guys I wouldn't say they're in desperate need of a win, but they're in need of a win. They're in need of a win. And we'll see what happens here tonight. Rick Turner, RaZe Orion, here tonight on Rush, and now Orion, look at this, butterflied the arms and taking him down. And like I said, both of these men, when you got two guys in the ring that need a victory, as like these two men do, you don't know what they're capable of. They're going to be in there to do whatever it takes. And Turner now trying to do whatever it takes, but obviously that is not happening, at least not in the pace that he wants, as Orion takes him up in a modified Blue Thunder Bomb cover, only a 1 count. And now Orion with some kicks, just trying to wear him out, and then just wrung his arm, taking him down. But Turner not gonna take any abuse. And both of these guys clearly have a strategy in mind. Orion just with kicks, and speaking of kicks, Turner now with some kicks of his own, just taking Orion and stomping him out. And I don't think Orion expected this, but Rick Turner does not give a damn. And now Turner taking his offense to the outside and gives him a right hand. And he did not waste any time. He just reared back and just punched him in the mouth, and he did it a second time. The Bay Area Bonesaw, as his shirt says, he does not give a damn about the rules at this point. He just wants to do, like I said at the top, do whatever it takes to get a victory, and that's exactly what he is planning to do. He doesn't care about what the fans think. He doesn't give a damn about what anybody thinks. At least that's my estimation about it right now. Because when you're in the need of a win, you don't care what the fans say. Whether they're cheering or booing, it doesn't matter. He just wants to get this victory and prove that he is the next big thing on Rush. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. But Ray Orion with an enziguri taking down Turner. And that one mistake was all Orion needed to get back in this thing. As now he's Irish whipped in the corner, in the corner, and a bulldog taking Turner down. And now Orion hooking the leg. Cover. 2. No. Only a 2 count there. A little bit more work to do. But both of these men, went for something there. Maybe a spine buster or I don't know what. But Orion now, look at this cross arm breaker. He's going for the cross arm bar. He's trying to, and Turner's trying to get his hands under the ropes. He just can't get it. Can't secure it, so Darnell not waving off that cross armbar, so he had to fight his way out of it. Now the tried and true abdominal stretch. Trying to stretch out Ray Orion right now. It's old school as it gets, but it's doing the job right now for Turner. I'll tell you right now, but Orion, look at this. Very excellent head scissors, a very unique one at that. Taking down Turner is now covered now in a schoolboy. 1, 2, no. Now look at this, a reversal of his own. 1, 2, 2 count. Back and forth we go. And Turner again going to the outside, but this time Orion sees it coming. He knows what happened the last time that these two men were on the outside of the ring. He does not want to get caught a second time. As now, look at this, sends him into the LED post. And that cannot feel good. As now Ray Orion's on the apron. I don't know what he's thinking about here. But he's thinking of something big. Meteor off the apron to the floor. And Turner did not see that coming in at all. And now Orion going back up to the top. Trial by flight indeed. Ray Orion looking for something here. And a diving knee strike. He didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it to take Turner down, and that might be it. 1, 2, no. 2.5. And now, reverse DDT, lifting reverse DDT. Cover. 1, 2, no. Again, Ray Orion doing everything possible to try and get a victory here. Went for that enziguri again. Didn't connect. Big drop kick to the spine. And now look at this. Right to the legs. As now just slamming his head back into the mat again. Now this is what I'm talking about. Turner does not care about the rules right now. He is just intent on doing everything possible to beat Ray Orion and get his first victory here. That's all that matters right now. That is all that matters. As now Turner has got Orion on the ropes literally. And now look at this. Big clothesline, and I mean, he took his head off nearly with that one. Cover off the clothesline. 2, no. 2.5. But you gotta think Turner is definitely in the driver's seat, but Orion will not stay down. Not for a second. Not for another minute. Uh-oh. He got caught. Crossbody caught with a power slam. And now Turner again just trying to keep Orion down as long as possible. He does not care how it gets done as long as it gets done. Big elbow drop to the spine. just as Orion was starting to get to his feet. That might have been even more dangerous. 2, and no, 2.5 again. And you got to think, if this keeps up any longer, Rick Turner's going to get a big win that he desperately needs. I'd say both of these men need that. But Turner's in the one on the offense right now. Turner's the one in control. Now he's going up for a superplex, perhaps. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe a brain buster, perhaps? No. Neither. We're not going to find out because Orion got the knee up. And now Orion, look at this, rolling through into a drop kick. And now Orion looking for something else here. A big meteor again. And I mean, he dropped him with that. Is now off the ropes with a Phoenix splash to the floor onto the back of Turner. I have never seen that. And if I have, it's been very rarely, but nonetheless, Ray Orion showing why he is in trial by flight for sure, as he's looking for something else off the top. But Turner just moving out of the way. He jowed him. And now, splits the uprights back to the legs. Trying to weaken him, trying to wear him down, trying to take away the high-flying offense of Ray Orion, which is the smartest thing he can do outside of just brawling and beating him down like he's done all this match. And you see Ray holding that left leg. That is clearly doing a bit of damage here. Clearly he's in pain, and now he's going to take more of an advantage with a figure 4 leg lock. Rick Turner, as old school as it gets right here. Abdominal stretches, figure 4s, right hands, brawling. He is as old school to me as I have seen, and it has worked, but Orion is not letting it bother him too much. There's a Pele kick. As now Orion back up top. Looking for something as Orion starting to stir. Big diving DDT. And I mean, he struck him with it. 1, 2, and no. On any other day, that would have been it, but not on this day. Orion, oh my goodness. Turner tried to move out of the way, but Orion, with the distance, able to catch him on the back of the head anyway. As now, big double axe handle. Double axe handle. And now Orion, look at this, looking to fly. Oh no! Caught the drop kick, and now another right hand. He went for that baseball slide. Turner slid him out of the ring. And then hit him with that right hand, and now just like that, he's back in the driver's seat. And now Orion giving Turner a taste of his own medicine, more shots. As now it's become a slugfest between these two men. We had a lot of high flying, we had a lot of old school. But at the same time now, it's just down to a slugfest. As now, Turner's on the middle rope. Missed with the fist drop, and now Orion's going to take advantage. Michinoku driver. Hooking the legs, both legs. 2. Got him. Just like that, Ray Orion with the victory. Taking one mistake and turning it in his favor.
Matchup as a result of pinfall, Ray Orion.
Ray Orion with a victory. Taking one mistake that Rick Turner had and turning it in his favor. That's exactly what Ray Orion did here tonight. What a win. A much needed win nonetheless. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for our Starlight Championship, a Starlight Sweet 16 tournament for its contendership for the Starlight Championship. There you see the bracket so far. We are in the second round, and we are getting set for what is on the bottom right of the bracket. As you see there, Orlando Silver and Twan Montana are about to collide. The winner will face the winner of Kareem Hall and TJ, get to that in just a second, as we are getting set.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a Starlight Sweet 16 tournament matchup. Introducing first, representing the left-hand path, Orlando Silver.
As I was going to say, the winner of this match between Orlando Silver and Twan Montana will take on the winner of Kareem Hall and TJ Blair. And then on the other side of the bracket, we have Yamashita and Sean Knight. The winner of that match will face the winner of Xander Starr and Sheldon Tremblay. So we are getting pretty close to the end here. We're in the second round. We're going to find out the next four guys that are going to advance. And both of these men that are fighting tonight are unbeaten in SWW Rush. So we're going to see who truly deserves to move on.
And introducing his opponent, representing Catch 22, the Icon King, Twan Montana.
Now, Twan Montana, when he came here to SWW, he made a lot of statements. He said a lot of things. And he has backed up everything he has said since he has arrived on Rush. But at the same time, guess what? So has Orlando Silver. So this is going to be a very interesting match, to say the least. And I don't know who's going to move on. I honestly don't. But both of these guys have impressed. Both of these guys have made statements. Both of these guys have shown that they deserve to be in this spot that they're in right now. But only one man can advance. Only one man can move on to the Final Four, if you will, of this Sweet 16 tournament. And with the stakes being as high as they are, you know they're going to do whatever is necessary to get the victory here. Crowd's ready. The competitors are ready, and here we go. Main event here on Rush, as the Icon King and Orlando Silver going at it, and now Montana just with the strikes right away. But Orlando coming back. This is going to be a very hard-hitting affair. Let's not sugarcoat this, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be two big grown men beating the hell out of each other for a spot in the Final Four. That's exactly what this is. Silver, get a kick in. And now big forearm. It has been heavy leather from the opening 15 seconds of this match. Just like I said, it's going to be hard-hitting. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. But both of these men understand the stakes. They know what's on the line. You win this tournament, you get a shot at the Starlight Championship on the first adrenaline of the new season. That's what this is about. This is a very important tournament. This is a very important match for both of these men, for everyone that's left in this tournament. Here's the cover by Silver off that gut wrench, only a 1 count. I think both of these men understand the stakes. They understand what is on the line, and that's why they're going to do what is necessary. As you see a gut wrench by Montana, cover 2, and no. There's only maybe one other opportunity. Look at this. Regal Plus with a bridge. Deadlift style. 2. No. You only get one chance at this. Who knows if you'll ever have another opportunity to challenge for a championship as prestigious as the Starlight Championship. You may not get another opportunity like this. So they have got to give it everything they have if they're going to make it to that championship match. Oh, and Silver went for something there, took a chance, and it didn't pay off. And now the Icon King is coming back with a single leg drop kick of his own. Cover. 2 count. And Twan, you got to think, with this guy, all the promises he made, the ego that he has, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing because you got to have an ego in this business sometimes, most times. But can you imagine if he wins this whole thing? The bragging rights he will have over this entire roster will be immense. It's now sign effect on the floor by Orlando Silver, who you know for a fact he wants it just as badly. He wants it just as much. Both of these men want it so much. And Silver now going up top. Looking for something here. Big elbow drop. No! Montana able to get out of the way at the last possible second. And now Uranagi floating over into the cover. 1, 2 count by Silver. Getting the shoulder up there. Folks, thank you for joining us once again for Rush. If you can, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell so you know when new shows and new content from the Coalition Network goes up. And if you want to be a part, join the Patreon. If you want to be on Rush and get some of this great action as you're seeing, like these two men, as you see here. Silver, look at this, taking him down into an armbar. That's a unique way to get into that. That left-hand path training coming into play right there. But Montana, look at this. More strikes, more right hands. Able to get his way free of that. And if he was in that any longer, that was going to impede him for the rest of the matches. Now look at this butterfly with that knee digging right into the small and back of Orlando Silver. Both of these men trading submissions now. They were trading strikes in the beginning, but now they're trading submissions. Anything you can do, I can do better. And there's a drop kick by Silver. And a second one, taking Montana down. And now going for a crossbody, but Silver gets caught. Montana with a backbreaker. And that'll slow Silver down a little bit. It's now dragging him into the center of the ring. I can see where that logic is coming into play, because you don't want Orlando Silver to roll to the floor or go to a rope. As you see, Montana once again showing why he's the Icon King. And I'm not just talking about in the ring. I'm talking about just his presence, his overall charisma. In his words, not mine. Even though I can see it, I understand it. And now you see he's sizing up Silver for something. I don't know what. He's looking for something here. Oh, no. Needed the midsection by Orlando. Orlando with a forearm, but Montana just shoved it off. But now Silver coming in with some strikes of his own. Takes him down with the forearm. Right to the back, and another elbow now. Again, you see the strategy between both of these men. But at times you also see they're both going for just about the same thing. Oh my goodness! What a guillotine leg drop. Cover off that guillotine leg drop. Only a 2. But in any other case, with any other person, in any other situation, that was a 3 count. But again, you got to remember the stakes of this match. You have to remember the stakes of this tournament. They are going to go until they physically can't go anymore. That is what is on the line for both of these men. They realize what is at stake. And especially considering that both of these men, to the best of my knowledge, have not lost a match on Rush. They do not want that first loss in the win column be, like big power bomb by Montana. Slingshotting him into the middle of the ring. There's a 2 count. And a 2 3/4. Silver able to get the shoulders off the mat. And Montana can't believe it. He's yelling at the Club Rush saying that was a 3 count, but it was only a 2. But as I was saying, both of these men do not want their first loss. And especially they don't want their first loss to be in this tournament, as now Montana is going for this Boston Crab that he has put so many away with in the past here. But now into a sunset flip by Silver. Silver countering into a sunset flip. And now Montana able to shift his weight and hook the legs. That's 2 and no. Montana going for his signature submission that he has put so many people away with, but Silver not able to let it happen. But again, Montana just a step quicker in that exchange. But that slap, I think, infuriated Silver. There's a neck breaker. I don't think Silver's going to take too kindly to being slapped in the face like that. Off the ropes. There's the Arabian Prince he was looking for earlier. Into the cover. 2 count. No. You got to understand, you do not want to get slapped in the face and then expect to take it, because that's not going to happen. Now off the ropes. Went for a big knee. He's tried to hit that knee before. That's a knee that he has used in the past to put people away. Montana able to scout it and then gives him a lariat. Ripcord lariat, turning him inside out. Montana may advance here, no. You want to talk about as close as it gets. Both of these men have been as close as it gets for the majority of this match. Silver with another side effect. And now Silver going up to the top rope. He's got to do something to put the Icon King down, and that might do it. Big elbow from the heavens into the cover, hooking the leg. This might be it. Silver is advancing. No, he's not. And again, you got to understand the stakes of this. Both of these men do not want to lose. But now Silver's lining up Montana for this big knee lift. No. Montana able to get out, and now here we go. This is what he's used to put so many away. He's got it locked in. He has got it locked in, and he is cranking back on his legs. And you can see the angle that Orlando Silver's back is in. Your back is not supposed to bend in that angle. It's not supposed to bend that far back. But Silver using his power to get out of it into another sunset flip. Darnell down for the cover. There's 2. And again, Montana shifts his weight. 2 and 3. Not a 3. And Montana cannot believe it. He is furious. He's pissed off. He thought he had the match won. He clearly didn't have the match won. He thought he should have had the match won. And now he's taking it out on Orlando Silver. This is when the Icon King gets frustrated, gets irritated, thinks he has it. In the bag, he does not. And he gives him a double foot stomp from the top rope. Stomping him out, trying to stomp out his dreams of moving on in this tournament, but Silver will not stay down. And you can see the frustration on Montana, slapping the mat, saying, damn it, I thought I had it won. Uh-oh. Caught. He was going for something there, but he got caught, and he gives him the knee. That has got to be it. Orlando Silver is moving on in the tournament. No, he is not. What is it going to take for one of these guys to win? What is it going to take to finish this thing? I honestly can't tell you. Orlando hit the silver bullet, and it wasn't enough. Twan Montana locked in his signature submission hold, and that wasn't enough. That wasn't even enough. What is it going to take for one of these men to walk out, not just with the victory, not just with the bragging rights, but with the opportunity to move on in the Sweet 16, to get one step closer to the Starlight Championship? That is the question. Montana getting out of the way of whatever Silver was looking for. From behind, Montana, big right hand. Might not have been clean, but I don't think he gives a damn at this point. He just wants to win, as you see here. And now surfboarding him and then just stomping him out. This crowd at Club Rush may not like it, but I don't think Twan gives a damn about that. As long as he's in control, as long as he's closer to winning this match, he doesn't give a damn what anyone says. And now he's going to try to take the arms of Orlando Silver. He's going to try and break him down until he can't get his shoulders up anymore. And he figures if you don't have a shoulder, you can't get him up off the mat. And that's exactly what he's doing here. Rings of Saturn locked in. And he is cranking back. I'm talking all the way back. But Silver again. You cannot keep this man down. And Twan Montana's finding that out the hard way. There's a schoolboy, no. Montana stacking him up. Shoulders down, no. And there's a leg drop to the back of the head. Just as Silver was trying to get some breathing room on the outside, he doesn't get any because he's back in the Rings of Saturn. He's got it stretched out. He's got it locked in. And Orlando Silver again with a knee, able to get his way out of it. And it went for the Silver Bullet again, but Montana able to get out of the way. And Montana, sliding through. Oh my God, he's got it locked in again. But Silver realizes the danger and kicks his way free. That was a half a second away. Oh my God, the third time he's got it locked in again. 3 times the charm for Twan Montana, the Icon King. He's got it locked in. And Silver can't get to the ropes. He's trying, he's reaching, he's looking for any way possible to get out of it, to get to the bottom rope, to maintain his chances of being in this tournament. And Silver again able to kick his way free. My God, what a match we are seeing right now. And both of these men are showing exactly why they're here in SWW. Into the cover, off the discus lariat. There's 2, and no. I honestly can't tell you who's going to win, but I can tell you right now, both of these guys have got to have some respect for the other after a match like this, going out the top. Oh my God, he got caught again, and this time he's got it locked in, and this time he's got the knees into the spine, into his neck. Look at how he's cranking back on it. Orlando Silver's got nowhere to go. He's in the center of the ring. And he's got this crank back. Look at it's cranking it back, and it's over. It is over. The Icon King, Twan Montana's moving on. What a damn match, folks.
The winner of this matchup as a result of submission, the Icon King, Twan Montana.
I am sweating bullets. I am losing my voice because, damn it, that was a match for the ages. Twan Montana's moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. What a hell of a Rush episode. I will see you next time. Twan Montana's moving on.